to blow the lid off this asshole before the election. Agreed? Agreed. How do I know this? Because I'll find it. It's on my YouTube feed. He was when he was releasing the book, Everything Trump Touches Dies. He was doing a book read in a small little library, and he said a very, very profound statement. I knew who this guy was. I've written 13 or 14 books on him. I've been sued by him 41 times. He's never won, but I've been sued 41 times by this person. And all of my stuff, most all of my intelligence to write these books, from his bankruptcies, money laundering, connection to Russian oligarchs, everything. And he's saying this to the people in front of him. I was screaming to try to get on-air time. Nobody would talk to me. Nobody would allow me to talk about Donald Trump's.
This is what
David K. Johnson said. But now I see him on TV all the time. There's a problem there. That's called creating a dam. And then when the dam doesn't work for you anymore, you want the energy, the water behind the dam to give you energy. Now you take away the dam, put them on TV. Well, what'd you know about it back in the 80s, back in the 90s, back in the 2000s? What'd you know? There's a problem. Yes, he's entertaining and great to watch now, as my dad just said. But he was trying to warn the American public before. And that's an investigative reporter, much less a senator, a first lady, a former president, skull and bones. These are people that could get the hard documents of the really nasty stuff.
Right.
But it never happened. That is people intentionally turning off the metal detector so they don't catch the person with the gun getting into the arena to kill the president or the prime minister. That movie. There's the problem. It's not conspiratorial. You can easily put this stuff together. You know? But as far as the Mueller report goes, okay, fine. The Mueller report. Let's examine Robert Mueller. No problem. I've got a video of him, and anyone can look it up on YouTube, of him lying to the American people as the head of the FBI, backing up bullshit WMD stories. Anyone can look it up. I've watched it 20 times.
Preparatory to the invasion of Iraq.
Exactly. So either A, Mr. Mueller, you didn't know what you were talking about, which I doubt, or B, you just told the party line. So that means he's already corrupted.
Right. He's got a body buried somewhere.
Exactly. Another thing, our media is controlled by very bad people that want to propagate us at all cost. Mm-hmm. And they're doing a real good job at it.
Right.
When everyone across the entire establishment screams and praises this person's holiness, as they did, Mueller's unimpeachable. He's amazing. You better hold on to your wallet. In the Mueller report of the 11 cases of obstruction of justice, the president asked Don McCann, the White House counsel, if Jeffrey Sessions could unrecuse himself. He doesn't understand how this works. Once you recuse, you can't unrecuse. And Don McGahn informed him, being a competent lawyer, Mr. President, you don't want to do this. Do not speak to Jeffrey Sessions about this. Well, he didn't listen. A few weeks after that, in the Mueller report, we found out he flew them both down to Mar-a-Lago to then ask the then recused Secretary of State, Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, to unrecuse himself. And he gave the president the same answer that Don McGahn had given him. No, I can't, no, I will not do that. That meeting ended abruptly with Donald Trump throwing a bit of a temper tantrum. See, obstruction of justice can happen even if the original crime to which they're trying to roll out now, we can't obstruct because there was no original crime. That's not true. You'll never find that in any law book. You can obstruct justice at the very same time of being 100% innocent, even if you're accused of trumped-up charges that never even happened in the first place. Although we can't get him on collusion or conspiracy with Russia, we can definitely get him on obstruction of justice. As a soldier, as a military man, I think about things in a military perspective. specifically when it comes to security. I know if I live on a fob in Iraq, to which I've lived on many, there has to be strong security. Well, that's no different from a country. It's just a little bigger. Through this video series, we'll be talking about how many levels of security were simply turned off or not activated to allow someone like Donald Trump to gain the presidency. And this involves everyone. The head of the RNC, the Clinton family, head of the DNC, the media, and many other units that we usually look towards are fighting for our best interest. Well, I've got some information that says they're not fighting for our best interest. And when the guard towers needed to identify a problem, either the guards were asleep or the guards were told, don't go on shift. There was a bonfire in our White House, a true bonfire. It's roaring and raging. Well, we have a report that tells us something happened. I know it's 400 and some pages, it's long. But every American who cares about being an American or our system of government and governance needs to read this report. You need to take time. There's tons of information in it, really bad information, and the media is not doing a very good job of covering it. And when it comes to an elected official, I don't care if you're a dog catcher all the way up to a U.S. Senator. If you have not read this report cover to cover, and I'm not talking your aides read it and give you synopsis, I'm talking about you read it yourself. You are in dereliction of duty of your office. Every person truly needs to read this report. When it comes to reading and truly absorbing the Mueller report, this is not just a wand to a whatever. To an elected official, a congressman, a senator from any state or the nation, this is your constitutional responsibility to do this. If you cannot do that, you need to leave office. For the generations that have fought and died to keep our government and our country the way it is, you have got to do this and hold people accountable. And if you don't care about the people behind us, care about the generations coming in front of us. If we do not get this right, the office of the American president will be stained forever. If you guys haven't noticed, he's shedding away our allies quicker than we can make them. We have to stand up for the Constitution. We have to. And where's all my constitutional Republicans out there? Screaming and yelling about Barack Obama, about unconstitutional this, unconstitutional that. And he may have done some of those things, okay, fine. But I know damn well what Donald Trump has done, and not just the Mueller report, but many other actions, he has trampled over the Constitution. So you need to grab your balls and sign up.